Well, it's got a mouth on it.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Hello everybody, I am Matty Dragon and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Now we're back to see Professor Fig. We've just been off to the restricted section in a previous episode.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how?
Had some help.
Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time.
It's on, Professor.
I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your
I won't.
work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic.
That's next. That's
than
for today.
spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them.
Off to Herbology it is.
Prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands.
I'll
Also,
be there
the training
later.
dummy is still available.
There's another one of those. And around here, yeah, is another quest.
I really have made a mess of...
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might
She
recall
has
that
a-
I was trying to
a
cast
fun
on
quest.
verbally when we met in the common room.
Yeah.
Well, I mastered that. And now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library,
Everything's flying
it literally
around.
took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I'll do it.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
There we go.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as...
Hello.
Hello.
I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Yes,
Lumos.
simple as that.
That spot must be a clue.
So there you go, going for
We should
find the
look around in
stairs
case
and
it's
that.
nearby. This looks like the location from the painting.
And there we
Let's
go.
get you back to your frame, little moth.
Now I've caught them off. I've already done a few of them.
I knew there was a connection.
And there you go.
I should tell Lenora that I... Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Easy.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
And here we go.
She growing Punja's onion again.
She is awesome.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you.
I love
again,
the hair.
Dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello.
Hello.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Hiya! Oh, it's got a mouth on it.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pack down the soil!
Down, get in there. My goodness.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
No, we're not finished, are we? I want more.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get
Revelio.
started. I need to have a
I
brief
want to
word
do
with our
more.
new
I want to
student.
do more.
The
Hello.
best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you, and to remember that strawberries are my favourite. They're as sweet as can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from a bitter root to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill whilst under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure. Warmest regards always, Eleanor Everly. Gryffindor!
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with
I
your
want to do
mandrake.
more Mandrake stuff.
It can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Here
Well,
goes.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld.
There you go, that's placed. We gotta wait,
Professor Sharp's
well,
class.
10 minutes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Yes, Professor.
Hello.
Hi there, let's
Saw you on
go.
your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you.
Nice
I'm
to meet you.
Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. At least, nice work. in
I'm already
defense
ahead of
against
you.
the Dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well,
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping... Go on. Now, see that dummy? Look at that.
They're brutal.
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Look at the teeth on that thing.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone.
Is it gnawing at my
Well,
feet?
imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
I shall end our lesson here. Terribly
I'm
sorry,
back.
Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
As am I.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad.
I'd like to learn more, come on.
Herbology is a boundless
I need more
subject.
classes with this
Tend to your
teacher.
garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
I'll be back very often. Right, now for potion class.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp.
Stops
The
you
Wiggenweld
dying.
potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw.
Well, what happened to
Before
him
today's
then? I
class is
wonder.
completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Classes are very short in this school.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
I think it's done, Professor.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Alright, let's go off.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Oh, I don't know, but I'll do it anyway.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Remember, precision is key.
Well, there's the feather. Oh my gosh, look at what it belongs to. There we go, that's done, that's done.
And free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Alright, let's get this one brewed up. Get a good old stir. We just have to wait for things now. We don't actually have to make our own things, you know. We don't have to add the ingredients and stir it and stuff, which is a bit of a shame. But maybe they thought people would find it quite tedious. I kind of would have liked to be able to put the ingredients in myself and stir it. I think they missed out on something there.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
Yes. What have you done?
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it! Gryffindor! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Well done, well done.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Well,
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
hello,
I brewed an Endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry,
I did.
Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay, thank you.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Class dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Wasn't too bad.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Right, well that's me done there. Okay, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Legendary status on that one. No, I don't want to wear that. I'll look like a right Wally. Even though it gives you good stats. Right, we've got quite a few quests to go off and do. But we're going to do this one first. Which is way over there. I mean, this game is absolutely gigantic. Look at the size of the map. You can go all the way over here and then all the way down here. I may have made a mistake buying this hat. Actually, it's got legendary status, so we will wear it, even if I do look a bit daft.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I've arrived.
Hello, Natty.
Do you like my
How are you?
hat?
I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Well,
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
yeah.
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it
I
is
have
safe
a
to
lot
say
of my
that
own
Rookwood and
questions.
Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
Oh yeah.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right.
Okay.
But
All right.
how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Didn't say if you like my new hat or not.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Right, over there, I've done that quest that's over there. It's quite fun. This one here I haven't done, but I have accepted it, so let's take it on.
Go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
So yeah, his other dialogue is him talking about his paintings, and yeah, you discover that he's quite an artist. Oh, another quest.
Some assistance.
Hello.
Yeah, she wants us to collect something from inside of the lake, so we'll do that in another.
Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake.
Diving into the lake sounds like... What do you need help?
Yeah, they know.
I'm so...
We can't.
Okay, so she wants me to go and collect something from in the lake, which we will do, but I'll...
This way, think!
Hello there.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
There we go. That's how you quickly deal with them. Oh, another one. Here we go.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Well, you now.
Do you really take us? We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student over my dead body!
Ah, got it too late. Ooh, that hurts.
Find me himself.
Knew you were still hanging about.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Thank you.
Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area, I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Oh,
I brought a trunk chock
big.
full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Okay.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
Yeah.
Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted
Now,
territory.
that is what we have to do.
The flames make the pyre sink.
There. Solve that little puzzle.
There, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Revelio. I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them.
Oh, I will.
I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more.
This is the only one I've ever done.
I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Wow, and she's gone.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Well, I enjoyed that. Now we just got to go off and dodge attacks, but rolling out the way 5 more times and cast Incendio on 3 more opponents. But look at that view. Everything, everywhere in this game is utterly stunning, no matter where you stand. It's just breathtaking. If you enjoyed this, check out this card here. That will have the complete playlist for you to go and enjoy. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel, smash like and hit that bell to be informed whenever I bring out a new video. I hope you'll join me again as we continue our journey through Hogwarts Legacy. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.